the opportunity to exercise your right to own your country. And that right to own your country means that you have the right to vote. You have the right to exercise your vote. And it is very important. It is not a privilege, it is a right. Tonight, I call on you, for these children in front row here, to be given the opportunity to have this country be the best country that it can be. You own Guyana. Each and every one of you, you own Guyana. Guyana is yours. All 83,000 square miles. The movement that we're starting here tonight at my launching here is a movement to take Guyana back, to own your country, to own the 83,000 square miles and all the resources that it takes. Hope by your love of your country and your children. You own this country, and I want you to take the opportunity to show that you own this nation. We've got 83,000 square miles. We only occupy the coastland. And we have that whole interior. An interior of mountains and valleys and rivers and falls. And what are we doing with it? It lays dormant. As pristine as it is dormant. What is your vision? I want each and every one of you to have a vision for your country, have a vision for yourself, so that you can realize that vision and make it work for you. Make the resources of this nation work for you. All the gold and diamonds and manganese and balata, the water resources in our country, you've got to make it work. My vision is that from Rockstone in Linden, you will see massive railroads running through this country. From Rockstone to the Pacaramas to Brazil. And you will see railroads and roadways and bridges running through all the way to Ettering-Bang, all the way across to Venezuela, for trade and development of this nation. My vision is to see the water resources of our country working for us. Why in the Bahamas? They was buy water from outside of the Caribbean. When right here in Guyana, the land of many waters, we have not developed our water resources, so we must sell the Caribbean that doesn't have water. We must use our water here to sell to them and bring us riches. When you see that hydroelectricity project starts with Brazil, we want to encourage that, because for us, it's going to bring us more hydroelectricity. We've got the resources, the water resources in this country, that each and every home in this land could have electricity at an affordable price. It is absolutely ridiculous that in the year 2010 we still suffer with blackouts when we have the resources at our disposal in this country. And it begins with a thought that we can use our resources and make it work for us, make us wealthy, make us rich, because you can become that power. Because what I see is Guyana becoming the economic powerhouse in the Western Hemisphere, if not in the world. What I see is a Guyana being the fastest growing country in this world. And we can do it, but it begins with you making a decision to pick up register and vote when 2011 comes to pay Cardigan as the president of your and my country. Guyana, what is it? Passion? What is it? Love? What is it? Hope? What is it, Guyana? It is faith. What is it? It is faith. We've got all these children who need the best education that they can have. I'm not going to bash anybody. I'm not going to say they've done these terrible things in our country, that they've destroyed education. I'm not going to say that. But I'm going to say, beginning today, I want you to know that your children deserve to be educated. As I walk around this country, people are complaining that they can't get their children to schools because the distance is so far. Not for you in Georgetown so much, but in Georgetown it's a different problem. Parents have to live in harmony with each other. We can have equal distribution of land. We can have equal development of our resources. We can have equal development of our communities. And there is so much I wanted to say to you, but I know you came out not only to hear me, but to enjoy your people. Because I want to do so much in every single community. We'll be forming community restoration, rehabilitation groups, so that within the communities, every community will be developed equally, on an equal basis. Funds will be put into that community. Young people will have jobs. Young people will have an education and training. Young people will be in the development of their country. Each community will have a development plan, and it's the young people in that community who will be given the skills to develop that very community in which they live. But there's a lot to be done. I have people waiting to bring help to develop community colleges around this country so that we don't have to depend only on the University of Guyana. And we may very well return to free education once we develop the resources in our country, so that every child will have free education by the resources of this country. There's a lot to be done, and I'm glad you're here to do it with me tonight. It starts tonight with you and your thoughts. It starts tonight with your vision of your country, with your vision of yourself, with a vision of your community, with a vision for your children. And I say to you, start with that thought. And let us do it together. We've got mountains to climb. We've got rivers to fish. We've got valleys to explore. And we've got a whole nation of young people to develop. I thank you very much. Go out there, get your discount. Go out there, pick up your ID cards, and let us do it together. And let's show them that we're taking back our country tonight. We start tonight to take back our country and develop this country for ourselves. Thank you very much.
Come